schools have been turned into training camp. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
That's a big lie. Yeah.
When were you last in Mandera?
No, I have relatives who are there.
When was I last in Border Town 1? Border
Post
1.
Border Post 1. I don't remember the date. But what I'm trying to explain is this, Eric. Whatever, how the situation is being described in Mandera as, foreign troops occupying Mandera is different. Life in Mandera is okay. Yes, there is normalcy. There is tension. And every time there is tension over the border, it always spills off. The trigger is the same. We have to let's be realistic about this issue, according to how I broke it down. The trigger is the same. Whatever happened in 2019 is happening now. What has changed? Why so much hulabalu and noise locally? What has changed is the behavior of the local and the regional leaders. Yes. And their reaction. But the trigger is just the same. What is happening is just a copy-paste of what is happening is a copy-paste of what has happened. Yeah. And I am sorry to say this. The real issue on the ground in Mandera is far much different from what the governor and the senator are saying. And for me, knowing what goes on in the region, and being one person who comes from the region, whenever I see the governor and the senator speak, I cannot look at it at face value. I have to question, I have to look deeply, and I can only describe it as a movie, directed and financed. And Kenya, remember Kenya stood with Madobe. This has created a political rivalry between Kenya and Ethiopia then when it comes to matters of Somali politics. Now, things are a bit different. And Ethiopia is not with Somalia, the federal government, because they are a bit weak. They're having their own internal problems. And Kenya has signed a trade and security agreement with Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, the federal president. And they cannot also abandon Madobe, who is seen as a very credible partner in ensuring our borders are safe. So, that is a breakdown in a nutshell of what Jubaland means. So Jubaland is very important to us as Kenya, state president of Jubaland.
Yes.
So he won as the state president for Jubaland. Mogadishu then, headed by the federal government, headed by Farmajo, rejected the result. And Farmajo then deployed Somali National Army to the region. Violence erupted. And the people of Mandera then lived through the tension. Now we are also having a similar script. Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, who is the current president, is also having the same problem with the current Jubaland president, who is Ahmed Madobe. Madobe went for election in 2024, won. Again, Mogadishu rejected it. Now this one is framed differently. It is framed as Mogadishu is rejecting Madobe's second term, saying that it is against it's like undermines the federal government's agenda. Now, in 2019, when Farmajo was the president, he wanted to, solidify his power, centralize his power, and by undermining the autonomy of Jubaland. Kenya then stood with Ahmed Madobe because he's seen as a very credible partner. Let me first tackle the complexity of this Jubaland issue. And Jubaland is one among the federal states, many federal states in Somalia. And to us Kenyans, Jubaland is not just a region in Somalia. Jubaland is our frontline buffer against Al-Shabaab. And we share a very long border with Jubaland that starts from Lamu up to Mandera, where we are talking about. And any crisis in Jubaland is not a distant crisis from us, because this is our buffer zone. And anytime there is a crisis in Jubaland, it spills over to Kenya. The tension and the politics also spills over to Kenya. Now, this crisis we are seeing right now is not new. We have had a similar crisis in 2019 when Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo was the president of Somalia then. What happened was the current Jubaland president, who is Ahmed Madobe, ran for elections, won. Mogadishu rejected the result.
Won for elections where?
In Jubaland.
Okay. Not for
presidential elections. For